everyone, you amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. It's Sunday. It's stupendous Sunday. And I hope you're all having and had a fantastic weekend up to this point. You're looking absolutely amazing, so I'm guessing you have. But anyway, we're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes. As what we're going to do in this video is just show an example of how media tries to take some information and twist it to push a desired narrative. And that is in the Liam Payne death. And what do I mean? This is this is insane. This is absolutely insane, right? Liam Payne's pal reveals his desperate cry for help before tragic passing, right? So you read that, don't you? You read it and you think, oh my God. Because this is new. This is a new article, literally like an hour ago or whatever. So you're thinking, well, who is this pal? And what have they got to say? Is this desperate cry for help? Who was ignoring him? Liam Payne's friend makes shocking revelation about his death. Strap yourselves in, because this is going to be a shocker. You can tell already. I was biting my nails at this. Reality TV star Kelly Osborne. So again, you're thinking Kelly Osborne, got to be genuine, innit? Because she's a high-profile person, so she would dispute it if this wasn't correct. So what has she got to say? What happened? She's making a shocking revelation about Liam Payne's death after he tragically passed away last month. Liam, who plunged to his death from the third-floor balcony of his hotel in Argentina, was reportedly crying out for help, as per Osborne's claim. What is this claim? What happened? What happened? The reality star reflected on her heart-to-heart with the former One Direction member, which proved to be their last conversation before his passing. Well, I'm caught between the rock and hard place here, because I'm thinking, well, if this was a cry to help, and this was in the last conversation that you two had, then you're the person who fucking ignored it, surely. How are you going to spin this? How are you going to get out of it? What did he say to you? And why didn't you do anything? The 40-year-old claimed that the last time that they spoke, she spoke to the late singer, he was in, and we're quoting this, really good place until recently. So the last time she spoke to the late singer, he was in a really good place until recently. She took to TikTok to share her thoughts on his sudden passing, as she went on to add, to be alone in that mental state, and he was crying out for help and nobody helped him. I think that is just beyond heartbreaking, because he made all those people millions of dollars. Stick a pin in it. I know what you're thinking. We're going to come back. Last time we'd spoke, he was in a really good place, and I wasn't. So he was checking on me to make sure that I was okay, and saying that if I ever needed anything, then he was there. Did you read that right? Did you hear that? Did you listen to that? So I'll just repeat it. Last time we'd spoke, he was in a really good place and I wasn't. So he was checking on me to make sure that I was okay, and saying that if I ever needed anything, then he was there. So then I go back at the top and I'm thinking, but Liam Payne's pal reveals his desperate cry for help before tragic passing. And then I'm going back down here and I'm thinking, but the last time you spoke to him, he was in a really good place. You weren't, and he was checking on you. So then I'm thinking, well, there must be someone else in this. There's got to be someone else in this article, isn't there? It started with this, but surely the pal who gives you the shock and revelation that would go to support the narrative that we're all being told, that's to come. So there we go. So last time we spoke, obviously I've read that twice now. And the fact there was nobody there for him just breaks my heart. In addition, the Osborne star couldn't help but urge government to do more to protect the mental health of young artists. Liam Payne, who was survived by his 7-year-old son Bear, died on Wednesday, October 16th, leaving his fans completely devastated. And then I'm thinking, have I missed something? Is there a link? No, that's it. So that's it. So the shocking revelation didn't exist, and what the media have in fact done here is they've taken something and span it in a way that it's going to generate lots of views, clicks and views. I know that some of the trolls on YouTube, they moan about like clickbait and stuff like that, or a title that might have emojis in it to make it stand out. They don't like that, and you know what we say to the trolls, don't you? Fuck off. But I just think to myself, but this is a conversation that Kelly Osborne had with him, and he was all right. In fact, that he was offering her support and saying that if you need anything, then come to me, come to Uncle Liam, and Liam will look after you. So that's got nothing to do with his death. And in fact, if you want to really dig into it, you could say that what has been said, which is kind of keeps getting twisted, is that Liam was on the mend. Like, some people say that he'd spent 100 days in rehab, right? 100 days in rehab. He had gone into rehab apparently and had left quite soon after, but I think that was one of the stints, another one that he'd done about 100 days. But he was going through this visa. He was with a girlfriend and he was looking to get married. They were looking to get married, and his visa was delayed because he had been open and honest about his history with alcohol and narcotics. So they wanted to make sure that he was okay. So there was some additional things. Apparently that his friends around him said that he was clean, he was sober, he was doing all right. He is then in this place. His partner leaves him, and 2 days later he winds up dead. And even when you look at that specific day, the fans who spoke to him and people who have interacted with him in the lobby seem to suggest that he was all right. You've got almost you've got two things there. You've got some people who are saying, but he was all right, mate. He was absolutely fine. I spoke to him. He was going to get something from his room, get a bite to eat or whatever, and then he was going to come back down. And the flip side of that coin, you've got another person or people who are saying, well, he was fucking going nuts, mate. Going nuts. He was violent, aggressive, smashed his fucking laptop up. He was pissed up, passed out, whiskey in his hand. He was a nutcase. Had to be removed from the lobby twice and took back to his room. Lunatic. I don't know what to believe. Absolutely don't know what to believe. But the latest news is that his body is being repatriated. There's going to be a funeral next week in his hometown of Wolverhampton. And it would appear that the authorities in Argentina have done their investigation. And look, what I will say is there still could be an ongoing investigation. Just because the body's been released, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is all over. I would like to think that if their investigation had have found something, we'd at least be hearing of some arrest or something being made, someone being held accountable. Because even if you want to go, like I said yesterday, the best case scenario, someone supplied him something that led to this situation. Or did he have something administered to him without his knowledge? And is that why he was trying to go back into the hotel to say, what is going on? What's going on with me? And the hotel then yoinked the camera out. And then, the rest is history. There's so many things around this that don't make sense. You've got media trying to spin it like it was his fault and he was suffering and this was inevitability. You've got the hotel that they don't know their arse from their elbows. You've got apparently 1 minute he's done it himself, the next minute he's fucking just fainted, unlucky, while he was near the railing and fell off. Who knows? Let me know down below where you are with it. And there you go. That is media trying to spin something when in fact he was absolutely fine and helping other people. What's going on? I'll catch you all later in the live.